Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs! This is RENDOG coming at you from just outside our fishing pond in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. In the previous episode, we got up to a bit of enchanting, the very first enchanting that we've done for Season 5, and we managed to make for ourselves a badass fishing rod that you can see in my paw right now. In this episode, my friends, I am delighted to tell you that we have dragged out some pretty ridiculously awesome loot from this pond. I'm going to be showing you that loot, and then we're going to be working on the Enchanted Wizard's Cave. So it's going to be freaking awesome, my friends. Sit back and relax. I hope you have a tasty beverage, a crunchy ass snack. Give me 1 second to sip on my own beverage, a cup of coffee. Yeah, baby, that's the stuff. It is raining outside today. It is a very damp day in England, the perfect day for some Minecraft with my Cyberdogs. And guys, I have been fishing now for probably around 50 minutes or so, listening to some music and just throwing this line over and over again into the pond. You can see our fishing rod is now pretty much broken and out of commission for now, but you can see that I've pulled out a bunch of fish from this pond, which is okay, I suppose. But the more important thing is, my friends, what is in this little chest over here. Oh man, I woke up this morning so excited to start recording today, guys, because I cannot tell you how freaking stoked I am with this little fishing session that I've just finished. Have a look at this. This is everything that I've managed to yank out of this pond. Starting with 3 saddles, which is pretty normal, some janky-ass leather boots, which is fine, a couple more bowls and some more tripwires and a couple more sacks of ink. But check this out, my friends, 4 freaking name tags. Very awesome. That means today we can name our kitty cat, which I'm super excited about. But more important, guys, look at all of this amazing jazz that I have fished out of this pond. I don't know what all of this stuff is doing in there, but it's pretty freaking sweet, man. Let's start from this side. An efficiency 4 book. Perfect for our diamond pickaxe. Now look at these bows that I've managed to pick up. A power 2 bow, a power 4 unbreaking 3 punch 1 bow, an infinity unbreaking 3 bow, which is amazing. I'm going to take that with me. An infinity power 4 unbreaking 3 bow. So you know what? That's actually better than that one. So I'll take that one with me, and an unbreaking 3 bow. So that is pretty insane. An infinity power unbreaking bow yanked out of a pond. I mean, who would have thought? Have a look at these fishing rods, guys. Mending unbreaking 3. We got mending fishing rods. My goodness, that is amazing. This has got Lure 2 on it too, and this one has also got Unbreaking 3, Lure 2, and Mending. So we're going to take these fishing rods with us because we're going to be able to eventually make for ourselves the ultimate fishing rod. Now, what is mending? I ask some of you guys who are new to Minecraft, or perhaps new to Minecraft 1.8 or 1.9, I want to say. I think that's when mending came in. Mending is a way for you to repair your tools using XP, which is amazing. So check it out. I'm holding on to this mending fishing rod right now. I'm going to yank out some stuff from my fern eye. And then, do you see it repairing over there from the XP balls? So instead of us getting experience, it goes into the item that has mending, and that repairs it, or anyway, I think that's how it works. But check it out, we've just repaired the fishing rod to freaking full usage now, which is absolutely amazing. Oh man, that is so freaking epic. So I don't know, I was very skeptical about this whole fishing thing. A lot of you guys were saying to me a couple episodes ago, RENDOG, you need name tags, just do some fishing, man, you'll be able to get that jazz out of a pond. And I was like, oh come on, fishing can't be that good, right? I mean, seriously, fishing can't be that amazing. But I gotta hand it to you guys, man. You guys pulled it out of the freaking bag. Fishing has been absolutely amazing for us. Now, I want to get this fishing rod of ours. Which one? Here we go. This is our original fishing rod. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fuse it to this one. Let's see. Do we have enough XP to do this? I want to repair it, right? So 13 XP for that. If we switch this around, does that change it? Okay, so 23 that way around, 13 this way around. So let's fix this bad boy now. Unbreaking 3, Lure 2, Luck of the Sea 2. Now all we need to do is get a fishing rod that has Lure 2 and Luck of the Sea 2 again, and then we'll be able to max out this fishing rod. So I think what we could probably do is create a few more fishing rods and do a little bit more enchanting at some point. This has got Lure 2 on it, so that's good. So we could fuse these two together. I don't want to use that other mending one just in case we need to make it again. So we'll make an Unbreaking 2 Lure 3. Actually, that's just a waste of XP. You know what? I'm going to try and figure out how we're going to get a Lure 2 and Luck of the Sea 2 fishing rod. I guess what we'll do is we'll just enchant a bunch more fishing rods until we get a Lure 2 and Luck of the Sea 2 fishing rod. And then we can fuse them into this one and make the ultimate fishing rod. And then we can do some fishing for some mending books so that we can get mending on our other items. So that is freaking glorious. I'm so happy about that. Now, guys, I derped in the previous episode too. I know a ton of you guys were facepalming because I hadn't added enough bookshelves into the freaking enchanting facility, and we only got up to a maximum of 28 levels for enchanting, and I have now added a few more bookshelves to the back here. I added 2 here and 2 more over here. So now we have maximum enchantage going on in our facility. I'm such an idiot. How can I be so bad at this game, man? So we do now have enough enchanting juice, or enough knowledge, should I say, to be able to enchant our next item. Unfortunately, we don't have enough XP for this, right? Check it out, man. We could get Fortune 2 on this level 30 enchant for this diamond pickaxe, which is absolutely amazing. But we don't have enough freaking XP at the moment for that, so that is a little bit of a bummer. I'm going to have to try and get for myself a bunch of XP. You actually get quite a lot of experience fishing. I managed to pick up like 14 levels or something from fishing, which is pretty awesome, but I think we'll probably have to go on an adventure or something to try and stock up our XP balls again. But guys, today we are not going to bother with more enchanting. Today I want to get down to a little bit of crafting. We have finished off our enchanting facility, well, the enchanting bit of it. Where is the bed? Did I remove the bed from this place? Oh, I think I did. I'm such a butt freaking crack. But instead of finishing off, or instead of doing more enchanting, I want to finish off that enchanting chamber because, you know, we've got our enchanting table in there. We've got our facility set up, but the place is not complete, and that is just not cricket, my friends. We need to make sure that it is completed. Where are the beds? Dang it! Oh, I left it next to the pond. I'm an idiot. Cyberdogs, I gotta tell you, man, even after all of these years, I am still blown away by the small things in this wonderful game called Minecraft. And talking about small things, man, this beautiful little kitty cat, isn't he gorgeous? Isn't he fantastic? Look at those blue eyes, that moss-infested coat of fur. He is just a wonderful specimen. We've been spending the last few days or so trying to figure out a name and trying to figure out a story for that cat. And guys, I'm pleased to inform you that I think I may have figured out exactly what we need to do with that cat. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit now while we're working on our Wizard's Cave. And guys, I got to say, it's been kind of weird, actually, coming up with a name and coming up with a story for that cat. You know, what we try and do in the survival series every single season is we try and build the world together. We try to come up with stories together, and you guys always inspire me a lot for the stories and for the lore in my series. But this time around, it was kind of like a very weird experience that I had trying to come up with a name for this cat. I remember finishing off recording that episode when we found the cat and fed him a very spiky-ass blowfish to tame him. Got a lot of spikes in his lips and stuff, man. He's like an emo cat with a pierced freaking lippage. But I went to bed that night thinking about the cat and thinking about the lore, and I came up with a really sweet idea for the cat, okay? I'm not going to tell you what it is right away, but let me tell you something. It was a very, very sweet idea. I was proud, man. I was like, man, that is a sweet, sweet plan. I woke up the next morning and I started reading your guys' comments, and lo and behold, a ridiculous amount of you guys, and I'm talking like not just 1 or 2 of you, like a good large percentage of you guys had exactly the same idea as me. And I was a little bit taken aback by that, because usually what happens in the series is that I come up with the ideas that are generally inspired by you guys. You know, you guys will give me an idea and I'll be like, man, that is sweet. And then I'll do it, and then I'll try and adapt it a little bit to my own style, my own flavor, you know, which is generally how I do it. But this time around, man, you guys had come up with pretty much the same line of thinking that I did. And that made me realize that that was perfect. That was the perfect line of thinking for our kitty cat here in the Enchanted Wizard's Cave. And that is what we're going to be going with. And man, I'm super pumped to tell you guys about exactly where that cat came from, the story behind that cat, and the name of that kitty cat. I've brought along a name tag here for us so that we can name the cat at last. But before we get to that, guys, let's just have a little look at this column that I'm building. That's looking pretty good. I read a couple of comments from you guys saying that the pillars were looking a little bit, I don't know, flimsy, a little bit weak. They needed to have a bit more meat to them. After all, they are holding up a giant cave, right? So they do need to be a little bit stronger. And I think that adds quite a nice little effect to it. It creates like a natural looking roof into the Enchanted Wizard's Cave too, which I think is awesome. I don't want to have like a uniformed roof in here, you know. I want it to be a little bit sort of jumbled and messed up and ancient looking. So I like that. I think that looks good. I'm going to do the same thing to these other pillars too, and we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, that looks pretty good on that side. But yeah, I was really, I don't know, I was just blown away by the fact that we all of us, well, many of us had the same idea. And it just made me feel so good. It made me feel so happy that so many of you guys out there are enjoying the series so much that, in fact, you know, you put some thought into it and you came up with a really cool idea for the name of our cat. So thanks to everybody who helped me out with that. And I think you guys are going to be absolutely stoked with the idea that I've come up with, man. It is sweet. Hang on, let me just try and figure out this last little pillar here. Oh, you staircase! I hate stairs in this game so much, guys. They are my nemesis, man. Seriously. If I had a computer game, you know, like Rendog, the computer game, the boss of the computer game would be a Minecraft stair. That would be it, man. Not a creeper, nothing else. It would literally be a Minecraft staircase, because they are always getting up in my grill, messing with me. You see what it makes me do? You see what these staircases do to me, man? All right, let's get that one in there. And then I think we probably want to do the same here, but we don't want to break out into the open. Let's get another staircase in there. Okay, that's looking pretty decent. Let's get downstairs and just have a look up at this pillar and see if that's looking good. Get rid of all of this janky ass nonsense. By the way, if you guys are noticing all of these grass paths around this place, these greasy grass paths, that's because I'm trying to get a little bit of grass to grow naturally in here. I want to have some grass in the floor of our Enchanted Wizard's Cave, and I don't have Silk Touch at the moment, so got to do it manual styles. But yeah, you see, that's looking pretty cool, right? That's looking pretty cool. We could probably extend those stairs another layer there, and that'll look pretty good. But I like that. I think that's going to turn out good. Okay, so let's talk about the kitty cat and the origins, the name, and how this kitty cat has come to be here in the Enchanted Wizard's Cave. So as all of us nerds and Skyrim fans from around the world know, Enchanted Wizards Caves come with wizards. And right now, my friends, we have a really awesome Enchanted Wizards Cave a-brewing, but we're missing one final ingredient, one very important piece of the puzzle, a wizard to scroll through these enchanted books, to dust off the scrolls, to catalog the annals, to do the enchanting, to be all mystical and mysterious, and to be spoken about by the citizens of the jungle mountaintop, to be gossiped over. We need a very weird and eccentric wizard to live in here, and guess what? Now we have one! The kitty cat is the wizard, everyone! That is the idea that I had, and that is the idea that a lot of you guys had too, and I thought it was so freaking awesome. This kitty cat is the wizard that has been transmogrified into a cat. And I think that is a really cool idea. I want to add a little bit of a twist to this lore also. The reason why he has been turned into a cat. He is not a shapeshifter. Nay, he has been cursed. He has been turned into a cat by the witch of Mole City. And of course, in Mole City, we have another cave called the Witch's Cave, where the witch lives and where we do our brewing. And here's how the story is going to go. The witch got really jealous of the wizard being so popular in the jungle mountaintop that she literally transmogrified his ass into a cat. And the way to cure that transmogrification is with a pufferfish and another unknown ingredient, which I don't know yet. I haven't thought about. So we've given him one half of the cure, which is to munch on a spiky ass pufferfish, and that has turned him from an ocelot into a cat. And that is the story of our wizard here in the Enchanted Wizard's Cave. And I'm going to be naming this wizard the following. I thought this name was so fantastic that we've got to go with it. And this name comes from a Cyberdog called Laclia22. And her name for the wizard was so freaking awesome. And it was also basically a name inspired by this idea that the cat is the wizard, right? So, and Laclia came up with the name Moldbeard. And I think that is a fantastic name because he is, of course, living here in this moist, damp-ass cave. And we're going to be calling the cat Moldbeard the Pungent. The Pungent. Is that how you spell pungent? I just checked my dictionary. It's actually with an E. So Moldbeard the Pungent. Because, of course, he is a stinky ass cat, man. He lives in a moist cave with water everywhere, vinage all over the show, dirt all up in his freaking fur. Hello to Moldbeard the Pungent, our very first character for Season 5. Bam! Check at him! Moldbeard the Pungent just wandering around. That is the wizard of the Wizard's Cave, everybody. Say hello to Moldbeard the Pungent. Freaking Moldbeard the Pungent. I thought cats were supposed to hate water, man. What are you doing up there, dude? That wizard cat has been going up and down this water vader all day long, and I don't know, man. I think that wizard has had one too many Enchanted Wizard's Cave shrooms. You know what I'm saying, people? He is losing his damn mind. Anyway, guys, I've been hard at work in here, working on the pillars. They're looking pretty good. I've also put some floor action in here, and I wanted to bring you guys back so that we could work a little bit more on that, because I've got a really cool idea. I want to make for myself a little bit of coarse dirt here, one of our new block textures that we've worked on in the series. There we go, looking very good. And here's what I'm thinking, right? I want to try and do this in a logical fashion. Let me just, wow, all of my pickaxes are almost broken. Let me do a little bit of repair work here while we're at it. There we go. I want to do this in a little bit of a logical fashion, right? So if this cave is super ancient and super old, the floor of the cave is slowly but surely over time being covered by dirt and being covered by like bits of sand dropping from the ceiling. And of course, Moldbeard is not exactly the cleanest, tidiest wizard. He definitely doesn't look after this place and clean up after himself. Nasty ass bastard. But more importantly, I think that the sides of the wizard's cave, so that the edge of the walls here, this is where the most of the like foliage and the rotten stuff falling off the walls or coming off the side of the cave is going to land, right? So it kind of makes sense that out here on the very edges of the cave is where we have quite a lot of coarse dirt and quite a lot of dirt, right? And we also mix that in with some grass too, because that can be sort of mold growing here and that sort of stuff, right? Like mold and slime and stuff growing here too. So I kind of want to go all the way around the very edge of our cave, adding in some coarse dirt and some gravel like that. Oh, that freaking cat has got out the cave. That wizard, man, I think he has teleporting powers. That's why he can go wherever he wants, man. He was probably a pretty powerful wizard, and that's why the witch got super jealous and transmogrified his ass. But yeah, he's gone outside the cave now. What a freaking butthole, man. I'm gonna have to go and get him, aren't I? Wow, isn't this coarse dirt texture so beautiful? It almost makes me want to... Oh, there he is. Hi. It almost makes me want to add a few of these into the wall itself, right? Just as some block variation. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do that, man. Look at that. That looks so beautiful. Oh, man. Still a lot of work to do in this place, but it is okay. It is okay. So check it out. Let's add a little bit more of this coarse dirt action. And actually, we could probably mix in some normal dirt there too, just to make sure that it's looking nice and varied. That actually doesn't look too good against the gravel, but I think those two will go well together. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. And yeah, we'll just get a little bit more gravel in there, and we can go all the way around the cave to do this, and it's going to turn out real nice, man. Now, there's another thing that I also wanted to do with you guys here on Camera, and I want to start getting some foliage into this place. And I think that the foliation, the foliation of the Enchanted Wizard's Cave is going to really bring this place to the next level of awesome, man. But there we go. Check it out. That's looking pretty good, right? Yep, looking good. I like it. I like it. So now we've got this sort of gravel all the way around the circumference of the cave. That looks fantastic. Now check it out, guys. This is what I've been thinking about adding some green into this build, because currently it's looking very brown and gray, right? And I think what we can do is we can add a little bit of leaf action into the sort of corner spaces of the place like this, right? And this is definitely a representation of moss and mold and slime and all of that sort of jazz that has been building up and growing on the surface, or on the surface of the roof of this place too, right? And I really like this water that we've got dripping down here, so I want to try and find a few more strategic spots for that water to be dripping down, just to try and increase the moist factor inside of the Enchanted Wizard's Cave. Very important that we get a very high moist factor in here, my friends, because that is what we are kind of going for. That's the technical term we are looking for here. Moist factor of 7.9 in our little wizard's cave here. So check it out, right? We add a little bit of leaf action like this, and we're going to use two different types of leaves. I think that's jungle, and this is oak leaves, I think. And that's looking pretty decent, right? We can also, of course, add a little bit of vineage in here too, which will sort of round off the build really, really nicely, right? Having like the vines hanging down and then the water sort of dripping in between the vines. I think that's going to look fantastic. So I'm going to do a little bit more work here off camera, guys. I'm going to get some more leaves in here. I'm going to get some more water sources added into the roof in spots, and I'll bring you back when there's something sweeter to look at. Moldbeard, stop meowing, dude. I can't concentrate with your constant freaking meowing, noisy ass wizard cat. Jeez. Oh yes, my friends, this cave is now starting to come together something fierce, man. Looking really, really cool. All of this green has now helped to elevate the dampness level of our cave to at least over 9,000. Which was exactly the intention. I just realized though, while I've been working here, that there is still quite a lot of stuff to do. A bunch of block variation, a bunch of cool little things that we can do to the cave. I want to add some water in here. I want to get some more foliage, some flowers maybe. I don't know. I'm going to figure out some really cool stuff that we can stick in here. But I don't want to leave you guys behind. I want to do it with you guys. So in the next episode, we're going to be working on the details of the Wizard's Cave together and having a chat about something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But yeah, guys, for now, I think I'm going to say goodbye. Moldbeard, the Pungent, and I have been in here for an hour and a half, and the spores are starting to make me sneeze. So I think it's time to go outside and get a little bit of fresh air. But thank you guys so much for watching, man. If you did enjoy the episode, please remember to hit that like button. It does help a lot, and it shows me you guys are enjoying the content I'm making for you. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, you better subscribe, or the witch is going to turn your butthole into a cat. And don't ask me how that's going to work, but it's going to be painful, and that's all that I'm going to say, so hit the freaking subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and we will see you all in the next episode. Dang it, Moldbeard, we need to give you a bath, dude. You are stanky as hell, dude. Damn.